Hello, everyone. This is Tom Fox, and I'd like to welcome you to the Daily Compliance News. The Daily Compliance News is an offering of the Compliance Podcast Network. June 4, 2019, the Leadership Edition. Today I'm going to take things in a little bit different direction, as all four of the articles referenced in today's Daily Compliance News deal with leadership. They caught my eye, and I hadn't done this for a while, so I thought I would do so. First up, from Andrew Hill in his most excellent on management column in the Financial Times, he takes a look at what he calls bashful leaders, which is really about non-extroverts or even introverts. And his point is that introverts tend to have people around them that are equally powerful, strong, and knowledgeable, as they're not afraid of them and utilize them in their decision-making going forward. So, very powerful lesson. Next up, also from the Financial Times, Pelita Clark, in her Works and Careers columns, takes a look at lessons in top office politics from the Tory leadership race. Britain is now, the Tory party is trying to come up with a new leader now that Theresa May has announced her resignation, and Clark uses this to talk about setting down a marker for your own career in the office. And the way she says to do this is to seek a higher position, actually apply for it, and make people realize and understand that you're ready to move up and that this will help you in your career. Very interesting analogy from the world of politics over to the business world. Next up, Glencore, as chief executive, is leaving at the end of June. Alex Beard will retire as the oil chief of Glencore. This is a interesting move. Glencore had been seen, Beard had been seen as a possible successor to Chief Ivan Glassenberg, but it was ruled out by Glassenberg when he said that the next leader would come from a younger generation of Glencore employees. Well, Beard is 51, so when you think about 51 is now over the hill at Glencore, it really sets a pretty high bar for younger generations. Being someone who is over 51, it seems 51 actually seems pretty young to me, but apparently not at Glencore. So what that means for Glencore going forward, that they're going to let some younger people take the helm. And if you're 51, at least at Glencore, you are going to be out of the senior leadership race. And finally, taking things in a little bit different direction, Carla Miller, in her business column in the Washington Post, has an article entitled How to Set Boundaries with a Sycophant Subordinate. So what are you supposed to do when an employee really becomes a sycophant? So obviously you have to set boundaries, but if this person continues the behavior, you'll just have to continue to push those boundaries in the office. She provides specific tools, techniques, and guidance for the employee who is really utilizing or abusing their trust, your trust rather, to move forward. Thank you for listening today. I'm extraordinarily pleased to announce the latest offering in the Compliance Podcast Network, which is Trekking Through Compliance, where I take a 79-episode exploration of the original series, TOS, mining it for compliance lessons learned and a lot of fun facts and a synopsis of each episode. I hope you'll join me daily for Trekking Through Compliance. It will be available on standard channels, Megaphone, JD Supra, FCPA Compliance Report, the Compliance Podcast Network, Spotify, and a host of others. Finally, I'm pleased to note that I am now part of the C-Suite Radio Network, so check out one of the podcasts on C-Suite Radio.